Yes, Cats versus Froby will be our first map. Again, on Lost and Found, we do have the same map order for every series.
Indeed,
we get Lost and Found, Acid Plant, Overgrown Facility, Dreamcatcher, and Darkness Sanctuary, the Sanctuary of Darkness.
You know what, Pilly, you rated us in the just in time.
Yep.
It's still gonna be a while before your game, but you know.
Yeah.
A lot of Terran in this match.
Yeah. We've got Froby, we've got Jeff,
Hefe. El Hefe. He's a good guitar player.
Hawaiian as well.
El Hefe of NoFX fame.
Wait until we get to the Zerg.
I just noticed what the final match today is gonna be. Oh boy, that's gonna be something.
Gonna be a lot of Zerg. Yeah.
I just noticed something.
What?
Officially, the name is Los Vamos Suka.
Yeah.
In game, I have Caleb's team. So, you know.
Yeah. I think maybe you can't write this in the.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It ends the thing.
Because it's also based on what localization of the game you have. Some localizations they just don't have things like Cyrillic or Hangul.
I remember that in Brood War, in StarCraft, I could write in Hebrew in game chat. In StarCraft 2, I can't. It just comes out as question marks.
It's all about localization. Alrighty then. Let's jump into our 3rd out of 4th match and our 1st out of 5th map of the 3rd out of 4th match. It's gonna be starting off with a TVZ.
I like that you're not being confusing at all.
Exactly, it's very clear. And speaking of not being confusing, Cats. Not being confusing at all.
Alrighty. Why is your yellow so strong? I can't see the
It's because I have saturation bumped all. Oh wait, no, that should only affect buildings.
No, it's affecting the interface as well, because I can't see the Dr. Dog thing. It's
interesting.
Do you want to do the intros?
I thought you were gonna do them because you went alright. But yeah, I can do intros here. We have it in the top right hand corner map, spawning in the top right hand corner of Lost and Found. LE. LE, of course, standing for lasting emphasis. Lasting emphasis. That's, you know, that's when you gotta pronounce your D's and your T's. In the top right hand corner map, spawning in the top right hand corner of the map, it is gonna be our yellows, gonna be representing or playing for Los Vamos Suka. He is, you know him by the name Dr. Dog, but he is actually Cats. Cats. And in the bottom left hand corner of the map, getting proxy hatched in the bottom left hand corner of the map, it's gonna be a red Terran, gonna be playing for the tier 3 goats. It's Froby. I just noticed what that clan tag was, risen from the Gosu.
That's not confusing at all.
It's a collaborative effort.
With the 5 Gosu teams with Gosu in their names, and the 5 different versions of Risen.
Well, they're divisions. They are all Risen, but you know.
Yeah, the different version of the Risen franchise.
Yeah. It's the Earth 2 Risen.
Okay, Phoebe is getting a bunker on the low ground. It's gonna help deal with that
The corrector
pesky
spots.
proxy. Let's see if Cat is going to be super aggressive with this. Doesn't look like it, because it's kind of microing at home. Just lets the hatchery finish there. Spread some creep and be and delay the natural base for the Terran for as long as possible.
Yeah, that seems to be about right. He is also just trying to get a couple of links, but he likely isn't gonna run them against the bunker. It's probably just, yep, he's rallying them away. So he's gonna, you know, they're just there so they can, so he can make use of the larva. Oh, but this queen, cats, this queen, cats.
For the hatch. It's just tanking
It's
for the
alive,
hatchery.
it's alive. Oh, Lord, it's alive. Not for long. Oh, actually, it does actually stay alive. Good block here with the links.
Yeah, this is exactly what Brisk was used to do in SDOs. So that specific cryptomor there. It's going to help delay the natural base for the Terran for even longer.
Longer than what is considered humane. As we do
Very
see Cat's,
inhuman.
as we do see Cat's transition into a more standard game here.
Oh, the Proby is going to get the big boofy oofs.
That he will.
The big oofs are coming.
Hasn't quite lined that up with the tech lab, but you know what? Doesn't really matter. You can just get a Viking first.
Crypt is being cleared a little bit. How's that cryptomor doing there? Oh, he's spreading it forward there, towards the Zerg base.
And this is not something you see a lot from the Terran player. You often see it from the Zerg player going for
We
the
have to
third
take
base
the
instead
third
of
base
natural,
instead of
but-
the natural.
Yeah.
But this has been delayed for so long. Look at this, 4.5 minutes into the game, and he still can't take the natural. He's gonna have to waste a scan on these tumors as well.
But does eventually clear them out. And Froby should be, well, maybe not comfortable, but should at least
Might even
be
get that overlord
able to get back in this game.
for the same. No, actually, it does get the overload for the same scan. This run by shouldn't be doing damage. There's enough aliens to defend. And Phoebe should be able to stabilize from here. But Cats has been microing up.
Yeah, has
Gonna
also
get some
been
spores and
getting the
spines
spores.
to deal with any retaliation by the Terran. Battlecruiser is almost finished, so it's gonna be here to help the Hellions.
But for now, they're just gonna poke in, see what they can get done.
How many queens
Okay.
does Cats have
That is on the front lines. That is 5
in total?
In total,
I can
it is 6.
Yako, I can see how many there are on the screen. I wouldn't have asked.
Well, you know, it's you know, I'm making sure.
Extraordinary.
You know, making sure. You know, sometimes you don't. You know, sometimes you can have a Stalker Immortal situation.
Yeah, these are not stalkers and immortals, Yaku. These are queens.
Apparently not. But you know,
Should know the difference. Alright, battlecruiser is out. Where's the goes into the main where all the queens are at. But the second
Yeah,
one is
just,
about it's on the way. Yamato is on the way as well. I thought probably would be multi-frogging with the Hellions and the battlecruiser.
well, he was
sometimes-
trying to, but I think
Because you know,
Cats just
if
had
all the queens are
as good of a
preoccupied
defense.
with the battlecruiser, the Hellions, that's prime time for Hellions to sneak into the third and just barbecue some drones.
Yep, unfortunately this time Cats had just about as good of a defense you can really get in this situation as a Zerg player.
I mean, they could have still driven past the spine there and go into the
Yeah, so what about the links?
river line. There were no links.
There were links.
I did not see them, then therefore they did not exist.
Well, we
Spire
do
is on the
see
way
a
for,
transition. Yeah.
for cats, so we're gonna have to be able to deal with the battle cruisers and mech for Froby. It's gonna be rough since he was on one base for so long.
That it was, but he was producing mostly Hellions throughout this time, so he doesn't have as much gas as he'd like, but he does have some gas.
A lot of gas on battle cruisers and Yamato and stuff. Also, I'm still a bit annoyed that Hellions don't use gas. Because if you think, if there's one unit in the game that would have to use high-speed gas, it's the one that uses fire as ammunition.
What about balance?
Yeah, I know that's for balance reasons, but you know, it's just unintuitive.
You gotta find some kind of lore reason for that.
Yeah, they're not using high-speed gas for fire. They're actually using just regular fuel for fire.
They're using air pressure. It's not actually fire, it's air pressure.
It's red air pressure.
Exactly. Yeah. It's actually just heat. There's nothing to actually ignite the heat, it's just heat. And when it comes into contact with something, that's when it burns.
Yeah, it can be big oofs.
Yeah, trying to Yamato down a couple of queens, and they do manage to get them.
Yeah.
Froby does have an opportunity here to try to press this, but with the... actually, it is only 2 Corruptors out. So he is going to try to eke out the most amount of value that he can get done, but eventually he's going to have to back away like so.
Yeah. Choo-choo.
There's 1 BC. It's 1 BC still here.
Infernal Impregnator? Yeah.
Infernal Pre-Igniter?
Yeah, Infernal Pre-Igniter. That's blue flame.
Yep.
It turns the flame blue. That's all it does. It doesn't really change any damage stuff. It just turns the flame blue. It turns out it's been a placebo upgrade all along, and everyone just thinks it gives you an advantage or something, but no, it really doesn't. All right.
Yeah, Cat's now trying to move into this siege line.
The Vultures managed to move all the way in.
Yeah, this is not the best splits from Cats.
But
not from Cats, from Froby.
Help here because of the Corruptors.
And we do see a bit of a multi-prong here. Cats is going all the way, surrounding them from both ends, but with the SCVs repairing, it does seem to be enough. But now, Cats is coming to natural and eventually the main, unopposed. Corruptor is going to be trying to take out these BCs. It seems like there's just barely... The SCVs are repairing it. There is just barely not enough here for Cats to take out the BCs. There's not enough on the ground here. Cats is just taking out the production.
It doesn't need to take the BCs. It just needs to kill everything else.
That was nothing more than a distraction there with those Corruptors from Cats.
The relationship between Battle Cruisers and Roaches is kind of like Mutalisks and Roaches. It kind of helps the Roaches just ignore the main army and keep on doing damage. It helps.
As we do see as we do see how that's playing out right now for Cats, is able to get a heck of a lot of damage done. How many SCVs have gone down? 23 have gone down in total this game.
What's that in Spanish, Yaku? Is that how you say 23 in Spanish?
Yeah. I mean, to my knowledge.
Crendor. This is such a Crendor answer. Alright, the Battle Cruiser is going to try and do some damage in retaliation, but I don't know. The Cat's getting 9 more Corruptors. Should be pretty safe from that. Yamato, but they're not going to be enough. One Battle Cruiser already jumped home. Second one jumps home. Yeah, the third and okay, one goes down. So
mission
all in all,
accomplished.
Hashtag mission accomplished. This should be a thing. Like when the Battle Cruiser is destroyed, there's like after it states the story, there's like a banner that floats.
Yeah,
And
this
the
is-
mission accomplished, and then it just floats to the ground and it just flops there. That was
You see the
yeah.
BC commander just out in a parachute with a thumbs up.
I think Carbots had one thing where one of the battle cruisers had a banner that says "Mission accomplished," right?
Maybe?
I'm pretty sure. Carbots used that joke somewhere.
Well, speaking of using jokes, these Hellions are getting a lot of value down here. Very good use of the SimCity.
Yeah.
Of
And
the,
they're actually
not
equal
even
on
the
workers
SimCity.
at the moment, but the army supply difference is.
Yeah, far in the favor of Cats, but it does also mean that Cats has lost a lot more throughout the course of this game. It is starting to move in now, and there's not a lot of anti-air. It is just these BCs, which are starting to Yamato the Corruptors. Where are the
Yeah.
SUVs?
I
There
don't
they
know,
are,
it
and they
keeps-
will repair.
It keeps dodging the BCs because of the Yamato, but really you can just jump on top of them with that many corruptors.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to dodge a Yamato at this stage when there are that many BCs.
Yeah.
And it's this good of a siege line. I do think it would probably be better if Cats does come into target fire, but now we do
this
see
is what
all
he's
of
doing.
these
Oh, it's
SCVs.
the Reaper on the battle
All of
cruisers.
these SCVs seal. All of these SCVs.
They're not dying.
Yeah, Cats being a little bit impatient there and trying to force that when it was a little bit too late. We do see now, sure, he does still have the army advantage, but he has also lost a lot of resources here, far more than Froby has.
Kuro asked Light to contribute to how do you say 23 in Spanish, and he just clipped you not being able to say it. Well, you did say it. It just wasn't the right thing.
Yeah, I did say it.
It's just
This wasn't right. That's how I go through life. I did do the thing. It wasn't correct, but I did it.
You tried. Hashtag you tried.
Hashtag mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, once again, this is, what is this, the fifth push, coming in from Cats. And
Yeah,
he
I
is
think
actually
this is the
losing a
last
lot of
push.
Corruptus here. It definitely could be. We see a little bit of a base race here. There's not a lot of anti-air back home for Cats, as Froby seems content to just take out that mineral line, take out that wall, and is going to return home here to have to defend against the BCs. Zerk does not have recall, but these BCs do have a teleport.
Yeah, it is a bit of a base trade here.
Yeah, Cats being a little bit indecisive, but decides to just send the Corruptus back. Alright, there's that blink. Or that TP. And these are a lot of clumped up tanks. I think we're about to see the beginning of the end here. I think
Oh!
I
Cats
think
is losing a lot,
once-
actually.
Cats is
Cats
losing a
lost all
lot.
his
I
army.
think if Froby just defends against this, he should be able to counterattack behind it.
What a throw! And remember, a lot of Cats' army supplies in these Corruptors.
Yeah, they are. They're
There's
not going to
not
do
much on the
anything
ground.
to the ground army of
Like
Froby.
15 roaches. Yeah, that was not good fighting in range of all them tanks on the high ground.
Let's look at the units lost
It's,
tab. That's an out oof out my bones. 120
Wow, I didn't even notice.
roaches.
Cats were just not trading well this game. Oh. Oh, mama.
Yeah, Froby just playing it very patient, about as patient as he could have.
Alright, can actually catch a lot of these SCVs if if the ground army can actually get to focus on them. But that's a nice tank spread here for Froby, and Cats just can't be here.
No, he cannot. Hellions are going to be chasing these back once again. Did get the placebo fire. They are going to do quite insane amounts better versus Raptors than otherwise.
In your head.
In their heads, yeah.
I wonder if there is actually some kind of placebo upgrade. Because sometimes it happens in games where they intend an upgrade or some kind of ability in the game to do something to give you some bonus, but because of like calculation inaccuracy or something. They mess something up, and it actually doesn't give you the upgrade that you think you have. But since it's difficult to see, as maybe you don't notice that you don't actually get the extra damage, but you think you do.
I'm pretty sure
that everyone thinks.
I'm pretty sure
everyone thinks that it is. Then everyone responds the same way.
I'm pretty sure that it was either Oracles or Void Rays that happened to them for a while, where people realized, oh, there's a bug here, which means that they're not actually doing what they're supposed to.
Milk and cookies with the culinary expertise contribution there.
Right, which is
the sriracha isn't even spicy.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with him. I find sriracha way too sweet.
It's like ketchup with peppers, right? It's not just.
It's kind of. It's also.
It's basically.
It's also. I wouldn't call it fermented, but it's kind of vinegary, a little bit.
All right. So no, this is a base race.
Yeah, it actually is. One base, which base will go down? The one in the north or the one in the south?
But there are vipers now out for cats.
Yeah, and a heck of a lot more corruptors.
Starting to be a hell of a lot more frightening, and maybe now we can start trading much better than he has in the game so far. Probably up to 88 workers. Can you show that again? So we can appreciate the numbers being shown here. Yeah. That's not the best trade here.
No, it is not. Come on, Cyclones. They are not going to be sniping this this hatchery, which is a little bit of surprise.
I mean, they are going to snipe a Viper, which is nice.
That's nice. You know?
This is fine.
This is pretty good.
More yoinks.
Oh, trying to get another Viper dead. Does Russia get it?
No. He catches the Corruptors instead.
He caught a Viper with him.
It's a betting game. It's a win.
Not taking that bait. Once again, Cats going into this position.
Oh.
Walks right into the tanks. But here come the blinding clouds. Here come the blinding clouds. The tanks cannot do enough.
Yeah, that's not enough blinding clouds. This is a nice spread of tanks here.
And bait it into the Will Mine.
Holy crap, this game.
Yeah, that's I'm not sure if I really call it back and forth, but neither player has really been able to close out yet.
Yeah, but Cats had such a great advantage for most of this game after that proxy hatchery. Delay on the natural of the Terran. Yeah. Yeah, but good trades on Froby. Trading fantastically well this game. And now with super biffy mech composition, it's gonna be rough. Liberator range is on the way as well. Which is nice, because you already have that fusion core on hand.
Yeah.
Make some more starports, so we're gonna see a big switch into Liberators.
Sky Terran is the endgame for any Terra matchup.
I mean, it is kind of worrying because there are a lot of Corruptors, so it's gonna have to rely on these Thors to be the anti-air.
Yeah, for the time being.
Cyclones aren't likely to survive the end game here. Thing is, Froby is maxed out, banking up minerals. It's actually going to be a supply cap with so many workers here.
Good yoinks here, on top of the tank, on top of the Thors, and they do manage to take them out. These Vipers
but
have
this is
used
a
up the last of
army.
their
It's so
energy though.
Yeah, even though he has the lower army supply, it's a much higher quality army instead of these.
More of it's the position.
These Ravagers. It looks like the Ravagers are wearing like a yellow spandex suit. It's kind of funny.
A little bit, yeah.
Look at his tail wobbling out. Kind of looks like an Augie and the Cockroaches character.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
No,
that
there's
what else
always
made in Israel.
Yeah, it's a very international
I forgot
thing.
that's a Hebrew.
No, it's not a Hebrew.
Is
just-
it not?
No, it's gibberish language. All the gibberish language shows, like Penguin and Oogie and the Cockroaches, they're very internationally.
No, but I mean,
marketable.
was it not made in Israel, Augie? Or am I thinking
No.
of Germany? Or am I thinking of France?
I think it's French. I think it's French.
Why did I
Or
think
Canadian
Israel?
French. I think it's Canadian French, maybe?
Probably. So you got French Canadians, these BCs will manage to make it out alive, and does draw the army of cats away. Cats is slowly being backed into a corner here, as we do see Froby continuing to pummel in.
It's a French comedy. Animated children's TV show. Yeah. It's French.
Apparently it is, yeah.
Is this the fight to end all fights? Cats doesn't have much army beyond what's in here.
There we go, good game well played. And Froby, gotta take game number 1 for the tier 3 goats.
That was a bit of a slog.
Indeed it was.
It's rough because I thought Cats had it for so long in this game.
Yeah, he was making a lot of the right moves there. He was, he was making a lot of the right moves. He had the right army composition. He macroed pretty well.
He just
But-
disappeared to the other
Wait.
side of the room and for a second. It was like, where are you going?
I had to turn on my light. It's getting late.
Go.
Well, it's not really getting late, but, you know, it's getting dark.
Why'd you have to turn off the lights?
I had to turn on the light.
Against the air?
Yeah.
Oh, turn on. I thought you were turn off. I thought you were like worried about air raids or something. All the night raids in Singapore right now.
Yeah? There isn't any more after McDonald's shut down. But that's a story for another time. We're gonna go into our next map. It's gonna be a TVP coming out for you. Awesome Sauce gonna be repping the Los Vamos Sucas. And Hefe gonna be repping No Effects and the tier 3 goats.
Delicat, don't compliment Milking Cookies. It's not
Just
good for
don't.
him. He doesn't know how to handle this. Affection doesn't come easily to him. It wasn't brought up this way.
Apparently not.
I don't know if this is mean or a meme or what, but I love you, Milk. Just so you know. Thank you, score. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank
And
you.
speaking,
You did the Control X before you put the score. That's the trick.
got it. Well, I thought I didn't have to control X this time because I was looking at the colors and I thought, ah, yes. But it turned out that I had, so, you know. Spotting in the bottom right hand corner map, spotting in the bottom right hand side of the map. It is going to be Asset Plant LE, which of course LE going to be standing for Lengevin in Eyes. Lengevin Eyes. Figure that one out. It is going to be a green Protoss going to be playing for the tier 3 goats. It is going to be playing for Los Vamos Suka. It is Awesome Sauce, now known as Bitwit. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, starting in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Blue Terran. Gonna be here playing for the tier 3 goats. Gonna be trying to add another victory to that map. What is that clan tag? That's pretty interesting. It is gonna be the Blue Terran. It is Hefe of No Effects fame.
Oh, there's a gas steal.
And it's 3 racks time. You all know the procedure.
Yep.
Get your gas stolen. Go into 3 racks.
Yep.
And a
Is
proxy here
proxy
coming
being,
up. Yeah, double robo. Hefe, or yeah, Awesome Sauce is looking to be very, very cheeky
it does get
here.
discovered, and Jeff should be able to deny that.
Ooh, pulling a lot of boys to try to deal with this refinery.
Adepts are being brought in to try and defend this, but yeah, there's some extra pylons. Let's get the extra pylons set up.
Yeah, that's actually might
And
be
if the Adept
enough.
comes
There's not
in,
a lot of
there's a
firepower
chance.
here.
The Adept is coming in, but he does this. Oh no, this is the probe actually. This is this map has a bit. You remember it has a bit of snaking kind of pathway going
Yeah,
on.
it's not as short of
break some rocks.
yeah, you're gonna have to break the rocks if you want to short rush distance, and you're not gonna be doing that in the early game. Can assure you that. Good use of supply blocking Hefe here.
Will the first immortal go out? It looks like it
Now
will.
gonna chrono boost it. It should be able to come out just in time. And now the probe does come in to repower the pylons. The Adept also gonna be trying to provide some kind of fire support here. There is a bunker, but Immortals are kind of the bunker busting unit here, especially if you are able to get 2 out. Thankfully for Hefe, Awesome Sauce is not gonna be able to get that second Immortal for a while.
Yeah. Oh, I got supply blocked as well. There we go. Now we can get some extra pylons. Oh, who needs a warp prism when you have a pylon?
Well, I mean, a pylon doesn't fly.
Yeah, and you can't pick up units with it and micro them.
But imagine if you could.
But a safety tank is coming out for Jeffafa.
And once that is fully set up, Hefe or
It's actually
Awesome
sieged up
Sauce
all the way at the back.
should be looking to.
Has a nice position, you know, on the corner of the main there, above the natural. Could be something that would really help deal with his.
Yeah, I think Hefe might have given up on this natural, but he didn't really have to
Yeah.
at this point.
No, maybe he wants
But-
to play it extra safe here.
Yeah,
And buy
that's
extra
always a
time. The second
possibility.
tank is coming out. This is going to be a lot harder to break now.
That indeed it will. Trying to spread
Oh, the
out
Adept goes
those.
down.
Yeah, trying
That's
to
very
spread those
important to-
Immortals.
It's very important to get that Adept because that's the one unit that can actually sneak up and give you high ground vision.
They have high ground vision. Where is the Stalker?
Oh,
There's
actually, he has
no
an observer.
anti-air here.
Never mind. He actually doesn't. Yeah, I didn't realize he has an observer. Oh, maybe he doesn't.
Had an observer. Has an observer. Had. You know what? Steel shield batteries are pretty good.
Yep. There we go. There's a scan. We had to waste a second scan for this, but worth it. It's worth it to get rid of that high ground vision.
Yeah, it's worth it to still be alive.
And as much as it costs you, in terms of resources, it costs more to make an observer.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Also costs construction time for the
Oh, a little bit too much.
yeah, these Immortals are going way out of shield battery range, and you're going to die to Vikings and Marines. Embarrassing.
I mean, they are units that counter Immortals, but
Yeah, they do extra damage against mechanical.
can't you say do? You say do.
Nice Nova there out of nowhere. Hashtag not Nova, just, you know, purification Nova. Very different Nova. No relation to the human
Nova
ghost.
Terra.
Wait,
you know
did you
what?
recall the?
Yeah,
Did
he
you call
recalled the
the,
Disruptor.
I think it's locked in.
Is it? Maybe. I think that
Maybe
should
not
just
in
be
here.
enough. Okay, there we go.
Oh no, it's yeah.
That is quite a relief for Awesome Sauce. The network.
Alright. No charges on the way. Awesome sauce. How many immortals did the awesome sauce lose there? Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Especially this early in the game, and especially when your whole strategy was
when you spent so much just making those, and they didn't quite do enough damage.
Is quite a bit of a feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
Does feels bad, man.
More barracks being made for Jeff. Oh, does the Dark try and handle Warp Prism speed?
Once again, new meta. It's a little bit different this time, as we did start off with a proxy double robo.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, for the most part, hashtag
oh,
meta.
It's here comes the purification over. Bam!
There we go. 7 kills, or 7 SCVs plus mules on that disruptor.
Yep. Pretty cool.
Well, Awesome Sauce is going for the push.
Be enough to stop Jeff's army. It's got plenty of tanks. Not a lot of Marines, though. It does have the Vikings for some anti-air.
The Vikings are trying to
zone
seek
out the Warp Prism.
They are trying to seek in, but Warp Prism speed has kicked in. And this is going to be enough for Awesome Sauce to pull away from Hefe's anti-air. But here come the Vikings. One more volley. Should be able to hit it. So it's a split, puppy! Okay, there we go. Splits at the last second.
Kill a lot.
Yeah, splits at the last second. Loses a couple of units, but not as much as it could have. Alright, Siege Puppy! And Hefe is taking this.
They're discussing what team. Alright, never mind. Speedy Gonzalo's are charging in, but there's not a lot of buffer on the ground for the Terran. But there's still enough tanks. It's kind of actually using some of the tanks as buffer and the other tanks as damage.
Yeah, the good old classic.
Gotta get scanned.
And this is actually a pretty good split of tanks. It doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it will. But Hefe, I think, has realized I'm not going to be breaking this with what I have. I'm just going to go get my third base and get into the next phase.
The trade is really good for Jeffrey here.
I mean, it is.
Also, Awesome Sauce is not been mining gas for a while now.
Yeah, literally 0. It is going to be nothing but charge. Let's send. I just noticed he did not take a single gas outside of his main.
You're going to see some tank drops here, which is weird, but
look, if immortal drops get to be a thing, so do tank drops.
This is... I mean, you can use one medivac for this. He doesn't have to use 2.
He wants them both to drop at the same time. I think is the idea. Everyone at a time.
It's not tank evac where you need one medivac for each tank.
Yeah. It is something. Now it tries to go back in, but realizes I'm not going to be able to get much damage done there.
Yeah, but look at the army supply. Look at the worker supply. Jeff is just ahead in so many ways. Again, don't do medivacs for 2 units. The Marauder.
Yeah, they have really good insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, these unions are negotiating way too harshly. Alright. DT's trying to sneaking in again. Jeff just spent a scan there. Could have missed the other DT here. There's a turret actually, so it should be okay.
Yeah, that's at least a division, but doesn't really have anything here to defend. We do now see Hefe preparing to move out. Or is moving out here. And I think this should just about be enough. It does depend a lot on the split, like so. And yeah, I think the writing is kind of on the wall here, Steel. Hefe should be able to take this.
Yes.
That's just way too much bio for a Terran player to deal with, especially with Stim. GG, well played. And Awesome Sauce gonna be evening. No, Hefe gonna be taking game number 2 for the tier 3 goats.
Mm-hmm. Suka. You're gonna have to fight all the way. Gonna need a reverse sweep here.
They will, as we do move
we're
on.
going into game number 3, which is going to be a 2v2.
Indeed, it will, and this is gonna be how this is gonna be the last chance for Los Vamos to come back in. We are gonna cast the rest of the series, but
yeah, we're casting old games.
That is gonna be the case. But yeah, no, they are already a match point. They have to win this and then win the next 2 to reverse sweep it.
Way too much. When did you say way too much bio for the Terran player to deal with?
Did I say that?
I don't know. Dali is quoting you.
Did I say that?
Yaku is stuck in a perpetual DVD.
And Jon Snow and Caleb have left the game, so it's time to get ready for the 3rd game in this best of 5 series. It is currently the tier 3 goats who are represented by the blue team as the whatchamacallit. Here we have it then. Spawning in the top right hand corner of the map, spawning in the top right hand corner of Overgrown Facility. It is going to be our red team. You know them as Player and Gul'dan, but they are actually Bowman and... No, you know them as Player and Gul'dan, but they are actually Igor and Hoop Saya. They are the red team. They are the tier 3 goats. And in the bottom left hand side of the map, spawning in the bottom left hand side, it is gonna be our blue team. Both of them Protoss and one of them gas stolen, so you know that's convenient. It is Plebiscite and Bowman. They are Los Vamos Suka.
Why are you zooming out? Zooming in on...
Because I'm trying to zoom out, right? So we can get both of them or as much of both
yeah,
of
but
them
why
as
is zooming in on
and
that
then I
weird
zoom.
nexus?
Because it's in between.
We do have ourselves is that a gas still in
Tis.
in the Protoss base? Yep, it's another. Who did that? Who's responsible for this? Oh yeah,
should be
the Protoss
Igor.
one. It was player. Which one?
You know, player.
Player. Yeah, you know, the player. Which one?
Player.
Yeah. Do you know the player that put the simulator there?
That was player.
Yeah, but which player?
Player.
Yaku, do you know who put the simulator right here on this side of the map, the radar simulator?
It was player.
Yes.
Otherwise known
which one?
as
Do you know their name?
Igor.
It's like I'm working with an idiot here. Do you not know how... It's so stupid, he ruins the stupid part.
Yeah. No, but you don't know who's Igor.
God damn it.
Oh, we got a ping.
Right, so now this time we have 3 Protoss.
Yeah?
It's bound to happen that one Protoss will have enough time to make carriers, right? Because that's what happens in team games. In
Or
a
at least
2v2,
super
3v3, 4v4. If you have a Protoss player, they will get carriers. Ooh, it's DTs actually.
once again. Hashtag
DTs
new
and
meta.
Blink Stalkers.
And Plebiscite is trying to prevent any knowledge of this, pulling all of the boys when it's actually a little bit unnecessary, but he absolutely does not want to be found out. But the Adepts, they are starting to go in, and I gotta tell you, Seal, this might be a fairly quick life for Plebiscite.
It is getting scouted, I think. I think the tech was scouted there. Ah, no, it wasn't actually.
No, it was not. Alright, so maybe it was worth it, as, again, in a 2v2, you can have your teammate give you resources if you're a bit lacking that department. But that's gonna be hard to do if your teammate does also start losing SCVs to Oracles.
Yeah. Ooh, Yoku goes into the pocket base.
Nicely done by the red
so
team.
So far, Player and Gul'dan are being very aggressive here.
Well, Gul'dan more so. Or no, Player more so than Gul'dan.
Well, give them credit. They're both playing on the same team. Gul'dan is basically just macroing up. Look at the worker supply he has right now. He's just
Yeah, now he's gonna go in for a bit of his own harass here. Or will he? Is this gonna be a stimulus push? One has to wonder. It is possible. Could be waiting for that second tank as well as that second Banshee.
Yeah, Gul'dan is just defending at home, building up a mass of units. Did he get a cloak?
Yep, he did.
Did I get a cloak?
Unless he canceled it last second.
Okay.
Yep, he did get cloak.
Okay. So it's going to be Cloak Banshee versus DTs.
Well, blue team is starting to fight
nice
back. Good
pylon
use of that.
there.
Yeah, indeed it was. There was another Artosis pylon, I believe, over here. As the Stargate is also depowered. Or seems
No,
that way
it's not
anyway.
depowered. Yeah, see, it's just the skin,
Yeah.
Yaku. Not depowered.
Ah, right. Right, because he mix and
why I
match.
hate this
They
skin.
mix and match the skins.
Why I hate this skin.
Yeah, they mix and match the skins here. So it's the Tal'Darim skin with the standard Protoss.
And the Tal'Darim provide the air units here, apparently. They've
All
donated
together.
the...
Alright, now the Dark Shrine has been scouted. And we do see Observer being made, but being made by blue team here. Gul'dan moving in with his own harass.
Yeah, but not quite getting the same damage that Player was taking.
I mean, it's hard to.
You gotta show the lost units tab for a little longer, Yaku. Otherwise, no one is able to see it. There we go.
Just look at, just, you know,
It's not
glance
enough.
at it.
It's not enough for you. It's not enough for you to see it. You need to show other people as well.
Yeah, you know, just... no, I think it's more exciting that way, don't you think, Seal?
No, it's annoying.
Yeah, well, exciting. DT gonna be wreaking havoc here in addition to a couple of zealots here. And there is just no detection and no defense here for Gul'dan. He will have a scan available to him fairly quickly. But until then, it's gonna be a while. Alright, here comes the Observer.
There's an observer. So.
But not in the pocket base.
Yeah, they're just... Yeah, red team is just losing so many
43.
more workers right now.
But speaking of workers, the army supply is so far in the favor right now of specifically
Another
Gul'dan,
Artosis
but
being,
red team
taken down there.
in general. Yeah, no medevacs here,
They're
but they
being sieged
will
on the
go in
ramp.
with the stim. And this is actually really dangerous. If Gul'dan overcommits here, without medevacs, this is going to be very deadly. He has also went all in.
But he has been spending all game building up this army.
Yes.
There's a flank from the back. It's not taking care of the damn pylon. Not depowering everything.
But he does take out the Dark Shrine, which is arguably the more important prospect here.
Could possibly have gotten both of them, I think.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, I guess a matter of priorities. Had different priorities there.
Yeah, that's coming back.
Alright, Bowman trying to
There
come in
is
here,
a
but good.
Protoss army. I don't think this
Yeah,
Terran
but the
army
SCVs
will
are going to
getting...
be providing enough of a buffer.
Yeah, but this is an oversteamed army. Actually,
It is an overstimmed army.
you never know.
If the Zults can charge in, but they're blocked. Alright, this should be about the end here for Gul'dan's army. Is continuing to produce Marines, but I don't think the rate of production is fast enough. Exactly.
Should be noted, Plebiscite is down to 3 workers and no income barely.
This is starting to get scrappy, Steel.
Yeah, Bowman still has a functioning economy and a good army supply.
First protection here, there it is.
But he's going to be up against 2 players who are going to continue harassing and preventing a 3rd base being set up.
Yeah, it's kind of a 2v1 right now in terms of the armies.
Yeah, Plebiscite is just not doing anything. They barely have any mining.
But the micro so far is pretty dang good from Bowman. That's why should blink and make the absolute most of these units. Forces a recall, but that does not even end up working out. Only one stalker makes it out.
Look, Bowman still has the biggest army and the biggest economy right now. Bigger than what both these players have at the moment. Combined. So could conceivably still take this.
Yeah,
besides making another worker. We'll keep track on that.
Yeah. We will watch your progress. We will keep track of your progress.
We'll watch your career with great interest.
Alright, Bowman cannot quite move into that, even with Blink. That's a lot of free land for the tank. Free land for the tank. That's
Give all the tanks free land.
Exactly.
That's how they get them to fight in the wars.
Exactly.
They promise all the tank drivers free land. Just like the Roman Empire.
Exactly. But now with the chargelets, they should be able to charge right on top of this, and they will be able to take out the tank. Archon's going to be doing a pretty decent job of keeping the bio back. Just keeping the bio back at the moment. Not quite fully able to really take them out. Gul'dan trying to target fire, but very quick reactions coming out from Bowman. And Bowman is this army is actually starting to look a little vulnerable. As the Archons do get some juicy connects.
Even the Immortals aren't immortal.
So scrappy.
But Bowman still has the march higher.
Oh, I tried to get some friendly fire, but not quite able to do so. Does establish a 3rd base. Plebiscite slowly crawling back into the game, now getting a Warp Prism, getting charge. Has some workers mining. And looks 16,
really
16
good for the blue team right now.
16 probes, Steel.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's more than they had before. They went down to 3 before.
It is accurate. Meanwhile, Bowman, compared to the other players who are not even at 30, 63 workers. My oh my.
Donta has been subscribing for 25 months. You can call Yaku whatever he wants. As far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. This is what he pays for.
The privilege. And there's
a getting set up.
Player is going with the robotics bay, but not quite gonna have the economy to really build a lot out of it because still stuck on 30 workers.
But they are moving down.
Yeah.
Alright, speaking of moving down, Gul'dan coming in with another double drop here, or triple drop even, and will once again, he is just bullying Plebiscite here. But, Plebiscite does actually make it out with most of his workers this time.
What's Plebiscite with an S, by the way, not with a C?
I'm assuming
Are
that's
they on the
stylistic
side of the
choice.
plebs, or are they killing plebs, or on the side of the plebs?
You know, it's a stylistic choice. But speaking of stylistic choices, where's the storm? There's the storm.
Yeah.
And they are starting to take out Gul'dan, who really
Feedback from the medivacs as
who really
well.
was the only player right now on the red team that had a sizable army. Player really had to focus on macroing up, but now, and he was macroing up under the safety of Gul'dan, but now that safety is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, can we get the Purification Nova? Actually, did that take
Two
anything out
Archons
there?
being left
Two
behind.
Ah, okay. Might have been enough.
Yeah, and actually, Gul'dan is doing a
Pickup
lot of
coming in from
damage at the
Gul'dan.
back, but
This
I don't know if it's enough.
This is the clutch. This is what's keeping it. Yeah, it might not
Bowman
be
is
enough,
still
but he
very much
still has to
alive.
do it. It is. It's what they need to keep alive.
still the player with the highest worker count, the player with the
This is a Suicide
much,
Nova.
much higher army count.
Alright, actually cancels the Purification Nova, I think. I'm not sure what happened there. I see the pings. Red team trying to go up north to deal with that warp prism. But meanwhile, Bowman is starting to move out here.
Karen, please share your opinions in chat about the game so that I know which opposite opinion to take. You only disagree with 70% of what we say. Let's up that number. we can do better.
Alright, good Purification Novas here. They are zoning out the army of Bowman. And you know what? This army of Bowman is not that powerful anymore. The storms are really going to be the important factor, but can he even get them out?
I mean, it's got the gold base now. I don't know if it's a Bowman or it's Plebiscite actually.
Yeah, making the absolute most of his few workers there. Speaking of
I think
which,
Plebiscite is just feeding resources to Bowman because I don't see Plebiscite just making anything.
I mean, he's making probes.
Bowman is getting 2 more Stargates. Going to try and transition into air portals. That may be
Yeah, that's
a bit too much.
that's not bad for a late game. Hey, you know, you're gonna go into the late game. You may as well have it be Sky Toss.
In 2v2s, can 2 Protoss warp in using each other's warp
You know what? I've never actually thought about it.
warp fields?
You know, I've not actually thought about that. I think you can.
I know in co-op you can, but that's
I
different
think
rules.
you can. But yeah, don't quote me on that. All of these disruptors, they're gonna pop their load, but a little bit of friendly fire there. Good blink back from Bowman. And once again, this is looking to be what could be a really game-deciding fight here.
Some storms, but
Does take a lot of the High Templar there, but there's still a lot of storms still available here. Yeah, Bowman just does not have much of a buffer here to get those High Templar to cast Storm.
Okay, so you don't share power fields. That is go
Go
the Protoss Authority.
Go Tid. I thought that was Artanis.
Well, he's a Protoss Authority, but an imaginary Protoss Authority, unlike Dalicat, who does in fact exist. We believe.
You just offended.
Not sure.
You just offended several people's religion.
Ooh, nice connection with the disruptors there.
Yeah, Purification Nova, once again, the main thing that that players trying to do with them is to catch out these High Templar, because if not for the Templar, Gul'dan should be able to take this Protoss army. Or at least Gul'dan in addition to Playa. So that's really priority number 1 right now for players disruptors. Take out the Templar.
It wasn't for those meddling Templars.
Templar. Where's Blink? Where's Blink? There's ODT Blink. And so that DT does in fact go down, down, down to the bottom of the sea.
Bowman is getting more shield upgrades, getting Phoenix A and some more Archons. So Phoenix they can pick up the disruptors. Is probably what the point of them is, but they can't quite get to them with all them stalkers around.
Yeah, not quite. You know, again, a lot of harassers starting to go down.
Yeah, gotta prevent them from mining because they are trying to somehow stabilize. This has been a very destabilized game so far. Bowman is only the only player who's managed to maintain an economy for most of the game.
And if that is able to, and yeah, Bowman is just keeping that up, just not by increasing his own economy, but by stomping out the economies of his opponents. Now we do see quite a number of Archons here with the High Templar. Yep, I like this a lot actually. Because you know, if you're gonna need a buffer for the High Templar, may as well be High Templar units.
He's going to jump on these disruptors.
Not quite yet. Here come the lifts, and this is actually looking really worrisome for Red Team. Look at that storm.
Yeah,
Gul'danus of the game. GG is called.
Yeah, you leave your disruptors for 1 second unsupervised.
And tier 3 goats does in fact win the series.
Yep.
So
the match. We're still going to play the rest of the maps, as you know.
Yep.
Because all of the maps are played for map score reasons.
And next up, it is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a TVP
versus Kawaiian.
Yeah. And well, let's get to it. Why not? Now this is Kawaiian, not to be confused with Kiwian, otherwise known as
different.
Top or TOP.
Now we do have another match after this one.
Indeed, we do. That's going to be the final map of the evening. But for now,
not map. No.
Match.
It's not. This is not going to be the final map of the evening, Yaku.
Yeah.
Stop confusing people.
You know, sometimes it's like what's it called?
It's not even evening.
No, you know.
Damn it.
It is here. But you know, but you know, sometimes how what's it called? You know, you're driving a car, and then it goes into a texture where it cannot keep driving. That's how my brain works sometimes, you know. I want to say match. I want to say match.
Wait.
But then it goes into match.
Wait. There are no. I don't drive into textures when I'm driving my car.
No, you know what I mean. You know, a texture on the ground.
I know. The only times you've ever driven a car, Yaku, is in a simulation. But you do understand that in real life, there are no textures you can run into.
No, you know, it's like you go off-road, but the tires aren't designed for that, so it's the texture. It's the texture of the ground.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant like in-game. Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Okay, that's nice save there.
Yeah, anyways, here we have it. This is, in fact, West, as here is what we are on. We are on Dreamcatcher LE, and I'm going to speed this up because that was our intro. Our intro was car discussion. It is going to be playing for the Tier 3 GOATs. He is the Orange Terran, not to be confused with the Korean Terran, for he is, in fact, American here. It is going to be ex-Kawaiian. He is Tracer. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, they are on Clan Bear Me, but for now, they are going to be playing on Los Vamos Suka. It is going to be a red Protoss, all the way from Kazakhstan, but I believe... No, actually, I don't think... Yeah, actually, yeah. What happened? Yeah, he's not Kazakhstani anymore, as he did go full-on America, but he is originally from Kazakhstan. It is Billy. Which, fun fact, is Welsh for caterpillar.
Okay, fair enough.
This is a...
Is that intentional or
this
just...
is a proxy if I've ever seen one. Mind drop proxy, potentially. We will have to see what comes out of that starport, but I'm guessing.
I gotta remember, Dreamcatcher is one of those maps where the pathing, the scouting path doesn't quite. Sometimes misses this stuff. It looks like Pili Pili is going to scout it though.
Yep,
Probe.
there we
There
have
we
it.
go. Finds it.
Does see the factory behind this and thinks, oh, this guy.
Oh wait, he's not just
This
a starport.
guy.
But can he get a kill on?
Oh, a little bit of a mistiming there,
No.
but the Adept
Oh.
does come in for the save.
Come in for fine. Yes.
Yeah, it's not looking too well.
Here.
Yeah, it's not looking too well for Kawaiian. Did get a single probe kill with that Widow Mine earlier. Actually, was it a probe? Yeah, it was a probe.
Yeah, using the Adept Shade trick for. Yeah, nice.
Always have to time that perfectly because otherwise.
That is what we call a pro gamer move.
That is, in fact, yeah. All right,
That is-
switching it up into ooh,
Quite
what's
literally
gonna
a
be-
pro gamer move.
Literally. All right, what is gonna
Literally.
come out from this tank? Tank! So not quite the little
Proxy
canine.
tank.
Yeah, not quite the little canine build, but a proxy tank nonetheless.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
the
a
Lycan
tank-
Invade is a 2-1, is a proxy 2-1-1 basically.
Oh, this Adept is dead, but it does get a scout.
Proxy.
I'm
Or
betting
a proxy
Pili
1-1 plus 1-1.
was not scouting that, was not playing on that. Yeah, that's pretty much how Little Canine works. But you know, in the words of, as a great man once said, a tank by any other proxy would still be as awesome.
Still be as close. Get it? Because proxy means
Yeah.
close.
Haha.
Yeah.
Even closer now with the medevac. This is a lot of static defense being set up right now. A lot of shield batteries being set up from
shield battery
Pili
just
Pili.
finished. There are force fields as well, but not a lot of firepower on the proto side.
No, there
It
is
is
not.
alarming.
That's actually really important right now because, or maybe not that important. All right,
What
here
is it,
comes
the
the Immortal.
Immortal?
And oh! That's
There's the
something I've not seen in a
firepower.
long time. Using the force field to literally move where the tank was,
Nudge it.
nudge it along. And this is very all in from Kawaiian. So so long as Pili Pili is able to clear this up, he should be fine. But he does have to worry about another tank and a Liberator. This is actually starting to get a little bit worrisome right now for Pili Pili.
Well, he's holding nicely, and the does he have a second Immortal out?
He is. Yep, he in fact
Nope.
does. They
Oh,
are
yeah.
both in this warp
Okay.
prism, and they're trying to find the angle.
They're going from behind.
Dr. Saxon,
and
but the
from
angle,
front.
and I think this might just about be it here. GG is
Yeah,
called,
GG is
and
called.
Pili Pili gonna put a score in favor of Los Vamos Suka.
Yeah. They're gonna need this for the map score,
three-
for the grand win.
No 5-0.
No 5-0. Or 3-0. 5-0. 5-0? 5-0. 5-0.
One. Something. No, that's copyrighted. I can't sing it.
Alright, so for our last map for this match,
Indeed,
to
it
be-
is.
Darkness Sanctuary is going to be Caleb versus Jon Snow. Caleb Barakus.
Calabarakus?
As Crichton suggests.
Oh yeah, because it's like couscous.
Caleb Baraku. Jon
Calabaraku.
Snow.
Well,
Jon Snow?
he does speak many languages, from what I gathered. Caleb does. Hence the name.
I think
Los
he
Vamos Suka.
speaks as many languages as you do, Yaku.
I only speak English.
and at the same level.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Because I'm like, I only speak one language.
That's what I meant.
Right. Well,
Exactly what I meant, Yaku.
at any rate, here it is gonna be spawning on the Dankness Sanctuary. LE again. Oh, look at that! Just telling where to spawn. LE gonna be standing for left. Wait, it's not up. Up is starts with a U. What's the name of that direction? Left east. There we have it. Left east. That is where you could spawn on this map. As you know, you have a 4-player
What?
spawn. Left east. That's what LE stands for.
Oh, okay. That you were actually describing his spawning position as left east.
Yeah. But here we have it spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. It is going to be a Blues, the captain of the team that he is now representing. He is a man of many languages. It is going to be the captain of Los Vamos Suka. Everybody give it up for Kelebaraku. No, but if it was Q, it would be like a P at the end, wouldn't it? And then if it was it would be like an EAX. So it's like, yeah, it's, you know, French is interesting. But here we have it in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. It is going to be a player. The player who, he don't want it. And he is going to be playing for Tier 3 Goats. It is Jon Snow.
Okay, so Caleb did lie to Jon Snow about...
Oh, did he? Yeah, right.
He said it.
Yeah, I was
Jon
wondering.
Snow said I'm bottom right. Caleb said I'm bottom left. He's not bottom left.
Right. I was wondering why these overlords are being sent to horizontally. Yeah, I'm guessing they both have a bit of an agreement here. But yeah, they didn't know if either was going to be telling the truth there.
Yeah,
but Jon Snow did tell the truth, and that's some mind games.
Correspondence does mean a huge rush distance, as these Ducklings are finding out. They're going to be knackered by the time they reach the enemy base. They actually miss one another.
Yeah. Again, something else that is missing from the current map pool.
Ah, but look at this. Oh, they're actually both getting Baning Nest, but Caleb is actually getting a second base. Okay, Jon Snow is also going for a third base. Sorry, not second, third. I mean, technically it's the second base that you get, but it is the third base that you have.
Big distinction, yeah.
So I was technically correct, even though you did not understand what I said.
No, I got ya. I got ya.
Jon Snow getting 16 Zerglings.
Yeah, what colloquially is considered to be a stupid amount of links.
Alright, Quirky just said he loves this map, so, you know.
There we go.
This is the triple Bane busting approval.
Well, the linked hussars are making their way once again. I'm not sure if they were in vision of one another. But Caleb is pulling back, trying to defend here. Jon Snow already has some banelings ready.
Moving out.
Oh, the banelings do trade, but Caleb does have one more baneling here. Oh, Jon Snow has to be careful right now. Has to be so careful. Losing quite a number of lings. But is it going to be enough to bring it all the way home? Not quite.
Yeah, I have a lot of Banes there. Jon Snow just really can't push into that.
Not yet, at any rate. And for now, it's yeah, we do see the pendulum swing back into Kelebaraku's favor, as he's going all the way with the links that he already had, mind you, but just gonna be making a couple more, just to make this counterattack even more deadly.
Yeah, that's a lot of Zerglings, and if Jon Snow doesn't get... Yeah, there's the Banelings. That's the thing you want to...
That's a Skadoosh, and that's another Skadoosh, and Caleb actually losing a lot of links here, but it not too many.
This Bane is left without any defense. Other than, you know, their own explosion. Other than their own butts.
That's what I want for defense.
I'm gonna drone real hard after this one. Start to get ahead economically.
Yeah, it's currently 50 versus 52, but Jon Snow is going to be the first of them to transition out of the Lingbane Wars with that Roach Warren.
Caleb's getting Spire.
Spire, hey-oh. There, we have it, not going to engage in the Roach Wars.
Yeah, this is what we always say, if you have a lot of roaches, risks are not, they do not counter. In fact, they help because your roaches just ignore your enemy's army and just kill drones and queens and buildings.
Yep, whether or not this is going to be the case this game. There's that Nidus!
Yep.
All
There's
right,
the butt.
yeah.
Look at the butt. There's a butt. There's a butt. There's a butt. It's a butt. Look at the butt. Butt. It's a butt. Look at the butt. Hello, butt. What? Stuck into the butt. Stuck into you.
I just imagine that's a line from an old children's cartoon, like Cow and Chicken, which says, hello, bud.
Oh, hello,
bud.
butt.
Fine day.
Sounds like something from Adventure Time or something.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be outside the base. It's not quite the invasive Nidus here.
Yeah, not quite yet. We'll be seeing what they can really get done, what Jon Snow he can really get done
the
here.
Donger of Roaches.
We'll get a second Nidus for even more reinforcements. And now
remember, banelings don't quite do much damage to roaches. They kind of clean the barnacles off of their star base.
Yeah, if you have a lot of banelings, you can soften up the roaches, but even then, you have to have something that can really actually kill the roaches. That can clean up after the banelings.
No, Jon Snow does have a lot of queens here, so the Mutalisks don't have free reign to just fly around this army.
They do not.
Spines are
Jon
made
Snow
here
is
by
really,
Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Offensive spores and spines.
And Jon Snow is really keeping Caleb on the back foot.
Actually, no, it's just spores. It's not looking spines. It's just to counter the Mutalisks too, so they don't get to fly around and deny the Nidus.
Roaches are just really tanky spines that also move.
Technically, yeah. They can also burrow.
Yeah, they can burrow all the way, because spines, they only burrow like halfway. Because they need to like be above ground.
Yeah, here goes the Baneling Nest. Not that it was a critical piece of technology there. A lot of spines built
How
by
dare
Caleb.
you.
It's a spine forest.
And Jon Snow
This
actually
is
doesn't
where
know about this
roach
force base.
burrow comes in handy. With the tunneling claws.
Yeah, it will. There's a lot of spines here, but no spores.
Yeah, but Jon Snow will be able to contain Caleb here on these 3 bases. Yeah, he does have a 4th, but he can't really do anything with it. Also, it's super exposed.
Yep.
I don't even want to make units out of them because they'll just run into the main army with no backup and get killed.
Yeah, Jon Snow is going to commit to this. Going to be trying to take out the Sturt base, and it looks like he's going to be able to do it. Caleb trying to move in with his cloud of mutas, but there are the queens here already, and they do have a lot of transfers available to them, but the high energy queen has just been taken out. This is more than a problem of Mutalisk right now, Seal. It is catastrophe? Yeah, catastrophe right now.
A catastrophe, but it's because of all the spores around, it's downgraded to an issue.
Yeah, Jon Snow has a fallback point, which is probably the important thing to keep in mind. And now this 4th base as well going to be taken out once Jon Snow has scouted it.
Now it's important to know Jon Snow hasn't expanded. He's getting spores at home to defend against the Mutalisks now that he sees them moving out of the defensive position.
Jon Snow actually going to be going home here.
Yeah. There's still 2 spines hanging around the place.
Yeah, knows that he can't really get too much done, but was able to take out or contain his opponent for so long that it's about to be time. These are infestas. I like it. 1 good fungal.
Yeah.
1 good fungal is all you really need here. Not a lot of anti-air to clean up behind that, but if he can get the fungals one after another, then the damage over time will really kill. Will be enough.
Especially with all the points around and spores. Yeah, Mutalisks are going to not have a good time, bro.
Bruh.
Okay. Gonna have to bring them in though. And land the
good
fungal.
fungal coming down from Jon Snow. It does wear off, and Caleb is so cautious right now, but not cautious enough. I think this is gonna be about it, Seal. The queens behind us gonna be cleaning them out. There we have it.
Go.
final score here gonna be 4 for the tier 3 goats and 1 for Los Vamos Suka. Bliet.
Yeah. Pili did manage to get one on the board though.
Yeah. So no 5-0.
No 5-0.
As is always important. We do have one more match coming up for you real soon, but I am gonna be requesting a break right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to take a short break. Show you some duct tapes. You do have a duct tape ready, right?
Yep, I have 2 ready.
Alright. So we'll show you some duct tapes, clips from times gone by. In the meantime, check out the Macherino link for that this tournament. You can contribute some monetary value into the prize pool right there. Yeah, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere because I will not forgive you.